Okay, what's the time now? So it's 2 a.m., 2:21 a.m. to be exact, as I've recorded in the morning. So basically, yes, it is time and time again that we talk about mental health and how, um, yes, all of us have our own mental health issues and stuff like that, ranging from anxiety to depression to all sorts of things you can think of. And it's probably some of you know that I did suffer from it two times. One back in 2015, and now this, well, most recently last year. Same time, this same time last year, where I went to my GP and asked for common anxiety management pill called arifloxetine. It's this guy here. Seen it from another video. You've seen it from the first IG video they created, which I've deleted because it mentioned someone that it should not be mentioned anymore, and I will not say the person's name again and how that person helped me. Some of you know who it is. Some of you would have watched that video, but that's fine. I don't want to say the person's name anymore. But yet again, yeah, this guy here stays in this little guy, big guy. My medicine container, which contains ammonia, you probably seen. Some of my pain management pills, Voltaren, my gout, which I had last year. Lots of pills last year, so bad. And that's probably another thing. Yeah, and anxiety. The first time I had it was when I was so stressed out with a lot of schoolwork. So my GP at that time, which is not the GP which I had now, that can give me the second batch, because of the schoolwork and everything that I get myself involved in. And I've actually removed myself from that, and trying to talk out with a lot of the family pressures also, because mom's a single mom and I had to support the family financially and all of that crap you can think of. Yep, sure. And also, yeah, so after that it was good for 2 years. I was like, yeah, I can do this. At comps too, I still get anxious, that's fine. But this time last year was the worst one, probably. I I could judge, is that because of a lot of things that happened. Firstly, my granddad was hospitalized for a year, for a month and a half, and that has triggered my anxiety because I don't know if he will recover, and yeah, he did recover. And also, I had mom nearly had a stage 1 cancer, and that was my anxiety too. I'm like, flipping hell, what's gonna happen if of these things? Like, always thinking for the worst. I always overthink. I never think positively. I always overthink. And always overthink. Always think this, panic attacks, chest pains, and palpitations, and everything like that. I get those. It's like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna do this? What's gonna do that? And I asked my GP this from the second time I got from last year. I asked my GP. My GP asked me a lot of questions. Why I'm really anxious. I don't know that pill. I was like, okay, cool. He gave me, and he understood what I said. But yeah, wondering, you wanted to ask, why do I still have this in here? And I haven't had them. I haven't had these for a year, and as you can see, the package damaging. So the package is kind of like damaged too, from poking from other medicines and stuff like that. One reason why I still keep this is that I keep it because I want to remind myself on the struggles that I had with anxiety. I wanted to remind myself that I've overcome it, and it will remain in my container, even though I still have them every now and then, which is not that bad as last year. Having this in my medicine container helps me to remind myself that all of the struggles that I've been through with anxiety, because I know that just by looking at this, trying to have this in my hand at this moment, that I've overcome it, not even taking it. See, I haven't even opened this is the last pouch from that second batch. To remind myself that I should open up. To remind myself that I should not bottle up, which I always do. To remind myself to open up what's inside my heart and what's inside my mind. Yeah, I'm talking like a preacher. Yeah, go ahead. To remind myself that everything will be okay and I should not overthink. I always overthink, which is a bad thing. Until now, there's still some bits that I do. There's some bits that I have anxieties with. There's some bits, even myself, what's inside of me. A lot of people have questioned me, that's fine, and I sometimes overthink that, even though it's a small thing. What they see in me and how they act, and how they see me act. That's fine. That's them to judge. I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna listen to that crap. But what matters is that, yeah, not using this reminds me that the best medicine to cure of any type of mental health is opening up what's inside of that affected person's heart, and what's in that affected person's mind, is to open up what's inside of their hearts, to open up that everything will be okay. Open up to listen what's inside of them. I know it's repetitive. That's probably me trying to make a statement and trying to make it important. But anyways, having that conversation with someone, checking them out if they're okay. It might be hard first time. It took me a while, and sometimes I still have that process where I'm in a state of trouble, and it will take me at least 2 weeks to actually decide to tell people that shit, this is actually happening. Or certain reactions to certain things, sometimes I still do that too. But I am not gonna ask for another round, and I will try not to ask for another round, because it will make myself feel that I'm weak. But having this from the second batch, from that worst anxiety attack that I had from that second time that I had it, this is the one. And I'm keeping this on my medicine container as long as I can, to remind me that I should open up. To remind me that to have that conversation. I mean, there's still a lot of stigma, and there's been a lot of improvements. But yet again, we still have a long way to go. We still have a long way to go to remove that stigma, and to be able to have a matured conversation about mental health and recovery, and helping each other out when someone's in need that's been affected by these demonic things such as anxiety and depression. And we're in the country, New Zealand, that has a very high suicidal rate. We just need to talk. We just need to show up and have the facility and have that, just talk. Because it is the best medicine on top of the pills and the management medicines that you can think of. Good night. Goodbye and good day.